What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a Kia Forte update for you guys. The last video we were prepping the car to get ready for its trip to San Diego to the shop that we're going to be doing a bulk of the work on the car. The shop that we're working with is going to be doing everything from the front wheel drive to rear wheel drive swap. We're dropping the motor in here. We're putting in the 6-speed sequential gearbox here. I believe we're caging the car here as well, and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna get some updates on the car, where we're at, what we can do today, and what's coming up. So let's go. Alright, here's the shop. Team is already here setting up. Oh, such fancy equipment. Goals. Look at this. Look at it. What up, Martin? So everybody, this is Martin. And you're gonna be building our insane Kia Forte.
Okay.
So you've already gotten started on replacing front subframe. You guys have to hear what he replaced it with. So I'll let you bring them through it because I got like a sneak peek earlier.
So basically the biggest challenge about this build is that we're converting a front engine front wheel drive car into a front engine rear wheel drive. So I had to come up with a quicker and easy solution. And you know, all the cars that I've worked on has different subframe, like front cross member. And FC cross member so happened to be was the most suitable for this project.
Isn't that crazy? So apparently he had to go.
So I went to the junkyard, and well, apparently there's no more FCs anywhere. So I had to do a 100-mile search and found one FC at the junkyard, and it was a drifting car too. He had the Keep Drifting Fun sticker on it, everything. But I found everything I needed: front cross member, the rack, sway bar, lower control arm, so I can mock up everything. And
so basically this entire subframe is what I have in my car. So something went wrong, we could just swap mine in there.
100%.
First of all, that's crazy. I had no idea we'd end up doing that. And that's sort of bringing both the builds on my channel together. And it's like a little piece of the FC.
It all clicked together because when I met you, you're telling me about your FC build, and I was telling you like, hey, I have an FC too. And it just kind of all came together. And another big thing is that these front knuckles that I designed a long time ago, these are the Part Shop Max front steering angle knuckles. You know, I basically know it back in my head, like that's gonna work really good. So I wanted you to have it, and I wanted you to be able to, you know, have a good handling drift car. So.
Yeah, he previously was at Part Shop Max, and you helped engineer the FC steering angle kit. That's literally the exact kit I'm trying to get right now. So I'm like fangirling out with all of the angle kits on here, and now it's gonna be on the Kia Forte, and we got the RX-7 subframe in there, which is awesome. So it's the rack, sway bar, everything. This is huge, as I didn't even know you guys had already put the engine in here. So what else did you have to do to get this engine mounted farther back and placed in there?
First I had to cut a big old hole.
Hello. Wow. That is insane.
Yeah. Oh, and then you probably want to tell them what engine this is.
Yes, this is the Stinger's twin turbo V6. So this is insane. It's only been, you've only had the car for a couple days.
Yeah.
And
well, I went to the junkyard. I had to mount this cross member, and you know, we carefully sat there and measured everything, and I had to cut multiple times to fit this. You know, I made a small cut first, and then because you don't want to end up cutting too much and then having to add more. So I had to cut little by little, test fit the engine in there, you know, lift going up and down, and basically we felt good about this position. Because if you look at it from the side, look at it. This is the shock tower, and the engine, which is the heavy part, and then obviously the transmission is going to be on this side, is basically behind the shock tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, which will give you good.
I'll be way better. With the weight further in the middle.
Central weight, low center of gravity. You're not gonna have heavy weight overhang.
Yeah.
Which is gonna handle really well.
This is insane though. I've never seen like a motor put like so far back. That's awesome. So how long did it take you to cut everything and fit this motor? Because I mean, this is a drastic difference.
Okay, so it took me 1 day to gather all the parts from the junkyard. 1 day to fit the cross member. We played around with the engine placement probably another, another day or so. And then once I was happy with it, I made these, engine brackets. We might make other ones later, but this is for now. It's held in place.
So far, so good.
Basically, this is gonna be the central part of this build.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna get built, off of this. So it was really important for me to get this thing done. Now I feel really good about it, and the rest of it is just gonna be getting parts shipped over here and go to town.
I still can't believe pieces of an FC are in here. Like, I already feel like I know the car now.
Exactly. And today you're gonna be even closer to your car because
oh gosh, wait a minute, I've heard what might be happening today, and I know if you watched my video on removing sound deadening from the RX-7, in that video I was like, I will never do this again. Except for Gilbert's car, because he was helping me at the time. But even in this one though, like I would say sound deadening in cars, like newer cars, is way easier to remove. Then
also, did you use dry ice last time?
So I used dry ice initially, and then for the stuff that was on the firewall going up, like I couldn't stack the dry ice, so only in the areas that were like vertical did I use the heat gun.
Luckily, we don't have any vertical sound deadening.
Oh, what? Yeah. Yes. Oh, that makes this so much easier. Yeah. Well, and look how pretty it is. I don't know, did you take the sound deadening out in your FC?
Of course.
It's disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I think it's just an XZ thing.
It's like an old tar that
won't
come out.
It's the worst thing ever, and it's so hard. But I've seen videos of people like with their 240s, and they're just taking like sound deadening out like it's nothing. Like, and it's so clean. I'm like, you don't even know. This should be pretty easy actually. All flat, which is amazing, and it's not disgusting tar.
The reason why I'm having you do this is because my next step is to cut the tranny tunnel even more. This is the sequential tranny tunnel.
No!
410 Racing.
Oh my gosh. I'm dreaming.
Here.
I'm literally dreaming right now.
You see that?
Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. This is insane. Is this the 6-speed one?
Yeah, I believe
6-speed sequential?
Yep.
This is literally my dream. This is, I don't think because I haven't driven a sequential car since I was in GRC.
Okay.
Rallycross.
All right.
Yeah. But like growing up, because I would race a lot of open wheel race cars, it was always sequential.
I see.
So like in racing earlier, that's what I got used to.
That's what you told me, and we decided to use this one because of,
Martin came through, he made it happen. Is Fortin working with us?
They're right now helping us adapt this transmission to the Kia Stinger engine as we speak.
Awesome.
So once that's done, I can finalize everything with the tranny mount and everything. But today, like I said, if we have time after the sound deadening is all out, we can test fit this from underneath and we can make marks and start cutting more.
Okay, well now I'm gonna be really motivated to do sound deadening as fast as possible if we get to test fit this today. So that's a good goal. But this is so awesome.
So this is the factory lower arm, right? And I'll bring the bushings that we're gonna be running.
Now I can have spare parts for my RX-7 and the Forte.
These are the earlier model ball joint for the front lower control arm. As you can see, this is the later model. Parshall Max kit actually uses this, which is really nice. It gives you a brake point. Like say if you hit a curve or something while you're drifting, this will snap rather than bending your arm.
Yeah.
So, as you get deeper into building drifting cars, you gotta like start thinking about stuff like that. This is a temporary extension that I made. And they're exactly 4.5 inches wider than stock.
Wow.
So that's quite a bit wider.
Yeah.
4.5 inches wider.
Wow, 4.5 inches,
Yeah,
that's so crazy. Man, you've done so much work already. What in the world? I thought I would show up we'd be maybe dropping in the motor today, and it's like, no, we're flat out. Martin is going to be putting me to work today. I do not think this is going to be miserable. I mean, everything is flat, so there's no vertical sound deadening. Right. So we should be able to do everything with dry ice. And, I mean, look, it already looks pretty. An RX-7 with sound deadening is horrible. It just looks disgusting. So I'm not too worried about this, and I think it'll be fun. Smash some stuff with a hammer, right?
Yep, that's it.
These are my weapons of choice.
We're gonna do it right now.
I want this guy. This guy isn't gonna get the job done. You can just tell. And maybe these two. Alrighty, let's go.
Alright.
Let's go Operation Sound Deadening Removal, because real race cars don't have sound deadening. Good job. Martin won the contest for biggest piece of sound deadening. So that was the haul. That was the biggest piece. Good job. So we're almost there.
Almost there.
But this is the process, piece by piece. So we got it a lot higher this time. Look at that. So we have what? Like 2-3 more inches?
Yeah, but see, if we cut this piece off right there, it'll probably almost go all the way.
All the way, yeah.
Where it needs to.
Awesome!
Yeah.
I told them I hate using cutting wheels. They freak me out, so trying to overcome that irrational fear today. Blown away from where the car is already just a few days into this build. Honestly, like showing up today, I thought we'd be dropping the stinger motor in the car. I know that we have a long way to go, but honestly, all the progress that we've already done to here is amazing. I'm glad that you guys got to meet Martin. You didn't really get to see the other dude who's making all this happen as well. His name is Steve, and it's really Martin and Steve. This is their shop. Without them, we couldn't make this build happen, especially in the time frame that we need it. So I'm really excited. It feels so real now. When I was actually leaving the shop, Martin and Steve gave me a gift that I'm still freaking out about. I was leaving and they're just like, hey, here you go. And I looked down, I was like, ah. I was drooling over this and he was showing me the different custom ones that they made. So thank you so much. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Steve. You guys are so awesome, and this is amazing. Look, it's already gonna match my car. Ah! Now I gotta get hydro in my car, like stats. so I can start using this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again, Martin and Steve. You guys are so awesome. You are killing it already on this build. It's happening, it's coming to life, and I can't wait to see where the build's at when I come back. Until then, I will see you guys next time.